You're watching the beloved Rush Limbaugh on the beloved Rush Limbaugh television show. By the way, I committed a grievous error, ladies and gentlemen. It's Brooklyn College from here in Brooklyn, not Brooklyn University. I apologize for the mistake. All right, another round of applause. Go ahead. Okay. This is really big news. I think this is big news, and I don't want to downplay this. I don't even want to appear to be humorous about this. I think this is really crucial and important. A Washington Times story from Tuesday. Look at that headline. Liberals find meaning in spiritual politics. Summit seeks room on left for religion. These people had a meeting. 1,300 liberals gathered in a ballroom in Washington, D.C. Three-day seminar led by Michael Lerner, who is a rabbi and really has been a rabbi to Hillary Clinton. He is the one who came up with the term, the politics of meaning. And he's concerned, as are many liberals, with the fact that the conservative movement in this country seems to have a monopoly on religion, that liberals are deemed to be godless or uncaring about religion. They make fun of people's religion, whatever it is, and that conservatives seem to have that wrapped up. Now, a lot of people say that the Christian coalition, for example, is a bunch of kooks, and that they're a marginalized fringe. But if that's the case, and if all other religious, politically oriented movements are fringe and marginalized, why do these people care? Because that would mean they're very small. If they're marginalized and on the fringe, it's so small to even worry about. Why are these people all of a sudden concerned about it? They are concerned because they know what this country has become. They know this country's concerned about values and God and family and all of these things that liberals have spoken of in great disdain over the years. So, here is one of the things that Michael Lerner said. He said, it's partly the failure of liberals to understand the ethical and spiritual crisis that makes it possible for the right to answer that crisis. So he's admitting that the liberals fail to understand the things that are concerning, that are interested to people, concern people, ethics and religion. Now, I just want to tell you what some of the things were that were said by many of the participants who lectured. Tori Osborne, former executive director of the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force. She drew a shocked murmur from the audience. By the way, do you know what a shocked murmur is from a liberal? Shut up! That is a shocked murmur. Most people think of a murmur as a murmur, but with liberals it's shut up! She drew a shocked murmur from the audience when she criticized her allies for being mired in political correctness and uplifting victimhood. She said, this business of making ourselves victims and helpless, innocent victims, we've got to stop it. This is not going to get us anywhere. And liberals don't want to hear this. Victimology is where they get their power, pointing to you and everybody else saying they're helpless victims. They're victims of conservatism. They're victims of government. They're victims of Republicans. They're victims of CEOs. They're victims of the powerful elite. And that's how they give everybody unity and power, by making them victims. And then when you're a victim, guess what you need? You need a bunch of liberals helping you out. You need liberals taking you to court, doing things for you, because you can't do them yourself. You're a victim. Now this is, you don't hear liberals talking this way. Why are they talking this way? They're talking this way because they can read the tea leaves. They know that they're becoming a marginalized minority themselves. Try this one. Harvey Cox is a professor, Divinity School professor at Harvard. He said, quote, we have to conclude the religious right is not all wrong because the questions they're raising are important questions which many of us have not addressed across the years. Now, Naomi Wolf, famous feminist. There she is right there. She's written books on feminism. She's one of the defining, the new era, defining feminist leaders. She's written books on how it's unfair that women have to wear makeup on the job and men don't. Well, no, seriously, I know it sounds funny, but she's written a book about it. And she's undergone a change. Naomi Wolf got married, which was, because that means she likes a man. And then she had a baby. Now, if she'd have done it like Madonna did without a husband, fine. Very good. Go out and find some guy riding a bicycle in Central Park whose muscles you love and say, ooh, I want to have your baby, and when I have your baby, I never want to see you again. No, Naomi Wolf had to go marry the guy. This is bad form in the American feminist movement. Well, she wrote a piece in the New Republic last October that caused another one of these shock murmurs in the liberal movement. She called attention to her newfound use of the G word in public. You know what the G word is, by the way, for liberals? God. That's how they say God. The G word. We're going to say the G word. You're going to do that? You're going to say the G word in public? What's happened to you? She did this. I'm not making this up. She astonished liberals in this article by suggesting that some abortions might be wrong. Ah, right. Somebody out there goes, woo. And then she furthermore shocked liberals by pointing out that God exists. Oh, my friends, do you realize the shocked murmur that went through the audience reading the New Republic? And when she was speaking to this conference, she told the 1,300 people gathered at this thing that religious conservatives have hijacked moral discourse because liberals would not use the language of the Spirit, meaning liberals won't talk about God. Wolf said we must use the language of right and wrong, good and evil. When's the last time you heard liberals talking about things like this? They don't want to talk about God. You know why they don't want to talk about God? Because to infuse God into your discussion is to introduce morality. Liberals don't want morality. Morality is defined by individual choice. Morality means do whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter. They don't want moral judgments to be descended upon them. They don't want anybody telling them what's right and wrong. They love gray area. They don't like absolutes, right and wrong. No, no, no. That's for old-fashioned people. I'm open-minded. I see a lot of gray when I look out there. You tell me that the conservative movement is not defining the direction of this country when a conference like this is going on. That's why you people should stay confident and not believe that just because the Republicans aren't doing a good marketing job, don't think these ideas aren't winning today, because they are. Proof right here. Back right after this. Now, I want to play it for you. Roll it again in slow motion here, John. My friends, this is from the 4th of April, and he's leaving a memorial service for Ron Brown. He's yucking it up. He's laughing, having a grand old time here, and then he spots the camera, and in one step, here it comes, in one step, goes from that to, oh, panic, kind of, let's start crying. Now watch. Now look, the other guys around, they're all still laughing. Look, they don't know what's going on. Now this guy's going to look at Clinton, see Clinton crying, say, I better start faking this too. Clinton will look back here in just a second to see if the camera's still ready. See, this guy's looking at, what are you doing, Mr. President? Everything okay? And Clinton will take a little gander back. He's still crying. And my friends, we show you this because every time people see it for the first time, they cannot believe it. This is, he's going to look back here. There it is. Look at the camera. This illustrates better than anything we've found yet the disingenuousness and the acting capability of this president, the ability to illustrate just how insincere he actually is. I have no quarrel with somebody laughing and having a good time at a solemn ceremony like this. This is after the ceremony is over. But to spot the camera and then immediately go into that crying mode and the fake tears, fake. It's fake. It's fake. We've got the leader of the free world, the president of the United States, is willing to fake it. I mean, if he'll fake it on this, he'll fake any number of other things, as we know he does. And it's just something people have to see. It says better than words what he really is made of. Be back in just a second. Okay.